Hello and welcome to tonight's running of the GGR 87's Legend Series here at Eldora. Got a good show for you tonight. We're just finishing up practice here and we'll bring in our co-commentators. Tonight we got Chase Gibbons joining the call as well as Ron Starcevich and Brad Sawinski once again as our in-race reporter. Chase, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, Jay. Excited for a wild race here tonight at Eldora on the dirt here under the lights. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for sure. We saw quite the show last night. We had good truck race out here in the Smoky Mountain Truck Series, and you know, little bit of an exciting finish with the late caution, and lots of comers and goers as that race went on, and the lane moved up and down, and it'll be really interesting to see what happens out here tonight.
I would say it was definitely a long night for the 27 team, but it was cool to see Josh win, go back to back, set up for a good race here tonight. I don't really know who's going to be the favorite tonight. It's definitely going to be a wild one to watch.
As practice just finishing up here, guys are pulling off the racetrack, and we'll get right to qualifying here and get into the whole show.
It'll be a little bit different qualifying than what we are going to see here on GGR TV. Got some heat races tonight. Looks like it's going to be 16 or so cars here tonight. A little bit smaller field than what we're used to, but it's going to have heat racing action here after a 2-lap qualifying.
We're going to follow the 80 of Christian Visconti here as he puts in his qualifying lap.
Talked about him a lot last week. We saw that 80 car up front. Really, the only person that's really been able to hold really anything to Ethan Harrison this year has been the 80. Two-time winner so far this year. He's going to fly off before here to start his lap.
Yeah, we saw some great racing last week between the 80 car and the 77 machine of Ethan Harrison. Those two have been at it all year, but Connor Chafari came out on top last week at Gateway in kind of a surprising jump to the end here. Is Christian Visconti going to finish up his lap, puts him second on the board.
Oh, it hits the wall there in lap 2. That's going to invalidate his second lap.
Unfortunate for sure. Let's grab a look at Ethan Harrison here, finishing up his second lap. And he's going to go 9th.
He's going to jump. Looks like it's going to move him up to 4th.
RJ Starcevich in the 17 car. Sitting 11th after his first lap, running lap number 2 here. Gonna round off turn number 4.
We are not cooking whatsoever.
Yeah, he'll go 13th.
Unfortunate for Ron, but Ron's going to join us here in the booth here in a minute.
And it appears that's everyone's qualified at this point. Oh, we got one more car on track here. Carzola gonna run off his second lap. Looks like he might hit the wall on his first lap.
He's
spinning off of turn 4. Gonna go 16th with that lap, the slowest lap time on the board. And we got 3 more cars who haven't put in lap times just yet. A 20 car gonna come around, put in his first lap, and he catches the wall there.
Well,
that lap won't count. We'll see.
While we're in the booth here, Jay, we do have a driver that's muzzled his way in here. We have Mr. Tony Spredo himself.
Yeah. What's up?
All right, Mr. Visco. Long race last week. How do you beat the 77 car and win this week?
What even was last week?
It was a barn burner at Gateway.
I should have won that race. Yeah.
You finished second to Connor Tafari.
I did. I didn't want to wreck him.
How did we
Yeah.
win this week?
Not hitting the wall. I don't know. The qualifying setup was kind of goofy, man. I think someone snuck into my garage in between sessions and tinkered with my setup. So we're gonna try to find the culprit. But in the meantime, you can sign up for an HBO Max subscription and watch The Sopranos. The 25th anniversary is this year, and you can watch the complete series, unedited, uninterrupted, on HBO Max.
We'll have to get to that, Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Yeah, great little cross promotion there by driver of the 80 machine, Tony Soprano, or Christian Visconti, whichever tickles your fancy. Qualifying just finishing up here, 1 minute to go. Everyone is putting a lap time, at least as far as those who want to. We got 2 more cars who haven't put in laps. That's the 24 of AJ Hyder and the 33 of Jamie Wright. Both of those guys look like they might be coming from the back tonight. AJ Hyder had one hell of a run last night prior to that late caution in the Smoky Mountain Truck Series, and ultimately got beat by Josh Patterson in the closing laps after leading and almost lapping the whole field.
While we get ready to start our heat races, let's ask another one of our drivers. Let's ask the 28 of Brad Swinsky. Joined us last week. Brad, how are we putting the 28 car in victory lane this week?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing Victor Lane anytime soon. I think this car is just so weird on dirt. You know, we didn't bring dirt tires. I guess that was not in the ZASCAR budget this week. I'm just looking to have fun, maybe get a decent finish out of it. That's pretty much all I've got for this race.
Yeah, these boys are getting ready to grid for our first heat race. Chase, you want to walk us through who advances or what the scenario is like for these heat races tonight?
This looks like it's going to be 3 heats, 10 laps, 10 minutes each. 3 will advance into the feature, and then an LCQ will be the remaining. Everybody should make the race. Nobody should go home. So we'll get going here. Chris Downey looks like we'll be on the pole here.
Yeah, Chris Downey picking up the pole award in qualifying. We'll see if someone can dethrone him for that first starting spot in the main event tonight, but he'll have the advantage of starting Heat 1 in first place.
Our 2 booth members, Brad Swinsky and Ron Starcevic, are also in this race.
Yeah, Brad Swinsky going to roll off third there, and 17 of Starcevic going to roll off fourth. We got Blake Kennedy fifth, Connor Zola sixth, and seventh is Chase Gibbons, who is in the booth actually. I'm not sure.
We must have left the car on the on the grid by accident.
Yeah, you know, had to climb on out and run up here to the booth in his suit and tie, and get ready for a little race calling action tonight. As we're getting ready to roll off here and begin pacing for heat number 1. 10 laps here.
All right, 6 cars. Get ready here to duke it out. Here to set the qualifying grid for the main event here at Eldora. Chris Downey, we last time we saw that 22 car in the lead was last week, Jay, and it didn't go too well for him. He spun it from P1 last week.
Yeah, actually, in fact, he won the pole last week and lasted all of 1 turn before he got loose and went around in front of the pack.
I don't even think he made it to turn 1 before he was backwards on track. Let's see if Downey can do a little bit better here.
Yeah, and You gotta think he's hoping he can redeem himself after last week. Not the race he wanted. But this one looks like he'll have a little shy at redemption here starting in this heat race. Ethan Harrison alongside, and we're gonna bring that big old pace truck in. Get heat 1 underway here.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. As they mash that gas and get off into turn number 1. Chris Downey gonna go to the bottom of the track, and oh, car in the wall back there.
We already got a car in the wall.
There's a 27 of
Hey,
Zola, and
Brad's
more
in
cars
the
in
wall.
the wall.
Swinsky in the wall. Everyone's in the wall. Starsvik in the wall. It's
And
Harrison's
Downey gonna
away.
give up the lead.
From
Harrison
Downey.
takes it away.
He is already took the field to Gappleby's, Jake.
Took the field to Gappleby's and then some. This is
Almost
a guy who knows what
second.
he's doing out here in these things.
Point leader for a reason. Probably one of the better drivers. Probably the best drivers when it comes to these 87 cars. As we're all strung out here in Heat 1.
Yeah, pretty strung out. We see that 28 car gets down to the
Really
inside wall.
sideways
Blake
there.
Kennedy up into the outside
Come
wall,
up
and they
right
come
in front of
together.
Kennedy, put him in the wall. Everybody's
All kinds of wall hits and everything going on right now. These guys are fighting for control.
I don't think any of these cars are gonna be useful the rest of the year. I think they're going to the junkers as soon as they get back to the shop after 75 laps in the main event.
At 17, you get right up there, tag the wall, tag it some more.
That's
Going
our
off of turn
in
4.
race, our second in race reporter on Starsvik as Ethan Harrison continues. Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah,
Everybody's knocking the wall.
don't look now, but Chris Downey's reeled him in a little bit. We could have a battle on our hands getting down to the end of this thing.
5 laps to go here in Heat 1. Downey trying to close in on Harrison. Oh, big moment for the 77, really sideways. Can the 22 capitalize? Downey's pulled it in within a couple car lengths. Good here in 3 and 4 there from Downey.
So they come off turn number 2 here. This looks like the battle for the lead that will go right down to the end here. And
I
these
think
two
Downey's
guys-
going to get him. Big slide in the 3 and 4. That 77 car's all over the place. Another good run here from Downey.
Ran a bit of a slider line there. He came in about the middle and slid right up to that cushion.
77's really, running that defensive line here. Downey's really being aggressive and really driving it into the corner here.
Coming down to
Oh,
2
inches
laps
away
to
from
go
the
here.
Downey's really going to need a good. Oh, he's going to hit the wall.
Hard contact with the wall. Doesn't look like he lost too much ground there, though.
Lost all the momentum, though. We talked about how Eldora is really a momentum racetrack. Once you get out of the groove here, it's going to be rough. I think it's Ethan's going to have here. White flag. Like, Harrison's going to drive it into 3 and 4. Oh, really
Oh.
sideways. Big sit from Downey. Gonna hold him off. Harrison's
Made
gonna
it
wait
exciting.
P1
Harrison
for
gets it
Downey
done.
P2. Brad Sawinski's gonna hold on to P3.
And how about that? A little front flip on top of it. Ethan Harrison does a victory somersault as he takes seat 1, and he will start first on the grid for the main event tonight. Chris Downey once again not having the beginning to the night that he wants. At least this time he'll be able to have the opportunity to recover.
So we'll re-grid, re-rack, and get ready for the second heat race. As Luke Mahone will be on pole for this one. Nick Martinez, guy we just interviewed, Anthony Sopreto, or Christian Visconti, whatever you want to call him, will start P3. Last night's really the star of the show last night. AJ Hyder is in this one. He'll start P6.
Yeah, Ryan Barone had a good run last night. Didn't end
Yeah,
the
same
way he
with
wanted
Barone.
it to, for sure, but he'll be rolling off
Good top
4th
2
here.
minutes for the 46 team. Martinez, one of the quicker cars in practice. He's going to start to the outside of Mahone as we get ready to roll off here for grid or for heat 2.
Hayes truck gonna lead him off here, and we'll get ready to kick off heat number 2.
If it'll see if we'll have as much excitement as we will in Heat 1.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
things will be a
think
little bit
this
more
one
competitive.
has some potential. That 80 of Christian Visconti, we know he's aggressive, and you know, you gotta think he's gonna want to start right up alongside his rival in the 77, Ethan Harrison. He's gonna be looking to win this thing.
Same with Barone. We talked about good run for him last night. He's gonna be one to watch here too. And we just got word that our third commentary partner, Ron Starksvik, is on his way up to the booth, walking up the stairs right now. Walking into the booth.
Yeah.
Ron,
Oh
welcome to-
man. Yeah, that was an interesting heat there. The car is toast. Sorry to the guys back at the shop. But here we go, Heat 2. We are green. Will we see some of the same madness that we saw from myself and others in Heat 1?
Oh,
the
there it goes.
3
Martinez
car
around.
go around.
Caution.
Caution's gonna come out. That's
Look your steps for me right there.
Nicholas Martinez going around.
He had a bad start. He blinked on the start, came back, and when he came back, he was already sideways.
Yeah,
Tough break for the 3, but they'll,
not
we'll be able
totally
to
sure
get
what
that
happened
damage
there. We'll
fixed.
get a replay for you. We started second up there and looked like he'd be right there in the mix, but all fell apart as they got off into turn 1. He was blinking a little bit too. So we see here
Yeah,
Luke Mahone
really
leading
spun
them
the
off.
tires, we can get up in the gears well. Yeah, just looks like
Oh,
yeah,
and
just slides
catches
right up in front of
Barone there
Barone.
and goes right around.
Rough, tough break for
He's gonna
Tough
lose
break
that
for
front
Nick,
bumper
but
cover
it'll-
too.
be able to get that thing fixed, bring out the backup car for the main event, but he's still gonna have to duke it out here without a front bumper here. Need to.
And reminder, single file restarts here in the Legends series. So we'll be single
Like
file
race
as we
truck.
get back going. And
Green.
Yeah, pace track will be in. Luke Mahone leads him off into one with Christian Visconti on his tail.
you gotta think Visconti's gotta like his position here. They're single filed out, spaced out. He needs to go to work on catching that leader.
Yeah, both of them in the wall here. Big moment from
Oh.
Mahone.
Mahone way down there.
Here comes Barone. Ryan Barone going to the battle. 3-car battle here for the lead. Here comes Visconti on the outside of Mahone. Mahone trying to really make that 34 car wide as they're all sliding off into the corner, but 80 in the wall.
Yeah, it looks like Visconti couldn't get it quite rotated enough there. So he goes straight up the track as Mahone really making good use there, getting rotated early and driving off the corner.
And Barone in third, the 46 really watching, sitting back and watching as the 80 to 34 almost make contact there off the floor. Here comes the 46.
Yeah, Ryan Barone gonna get to the inside and slide right up on Visconti there.
My job.
Visconti battling
Big
back on the
slide.
inside. We got contact.
Contact. Barone and Visconti make contact. Barone now to the outside, Visconti on the bottom.
Barone tags to the wall, gets right to the inside of the 80. And not enough there to make that move again. Visconti's gonna
tried
lead
the
him off
crossover,
at
can't
2.
get it to work, but Visconti's gonna have the run off the corner as he sets aside on Luke Mahone.
Coming back to 4 to go here. Luke Mahone not facing much of a challenge. He's held Visconti at bay so far.
He is. Visconti can run back down the 34 once he's cleared the 46, or run to make another charge to get around the 80 34. As looks like we're gonna run into lap traffic here. Mason Stoffner in the 20.
Oh boy.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
boys
looks
gonna
like
have to slide down the track a little bit. Contact back there. Looks like they all get by clean. Except for touching the wall a little bit,
traffic.
but no harm,
Yeah.
no foul.
68 of Jordan Madron also going a lap down here. These three are going to take 2 to go here. Luke Mahone trying to hold off Visconti and Barone.
It's like, can you be in that range for a slide job here? Now, I mean, these top 3, they're in the transfer spot. You don't want to absolutely destroy yourself and give up, you know, a
Oh,
guaranteed
here comes
spot in that
Visconti.
feature.
Inside,
Oh boy.
they door each other. White flag in the air.
Mahone
And
to
here
the wall.
comes
Both of them into the wall. Here
Barone
comes
to the
Barone
inside,
the
gonna
big
take the
slide.
lead.
slide job by
And
Perot.
3 wide off of turn 2.
Three wide.
Visconti
Oh,
around.
no.
They crash. Visconti goes around the 34 of Mahone. He looked like he had given it up, but coming off of turn 4, he recovers somehow, someway, and spinning across the line. He'll win heat number 2. Wow,
Exactly what couldn't happen.
that was quite the show for the final lap.
Well, Jay,
Well,
third time's the charm. Let's rack them up and do them again here.
prior to
for
Heat 3, let's bring up a replay of that finish. That was quite something. Get another look at everything that happened on that final lap. We'll follow along from above here. It's that 34 of Mahone gets up into the wall. Visconti gets up, doors him. Visconti's ahead at the line, and then here comes Barone on the inside. He gets up the track in front of
Big slide
Visco,
job.
and they make contact. Visconti around, catches some air there, and Luke Mahone catches a break there. It looked like he gave it up, but he gets it right back, and he wins heat number 2 in quite the wild fashion.
Well, we got a star-studded field here in Heat 3. All-time NASCAR wins leader, Jason Marshall, Nicholas Budimlik, Leif Hicks, who had the wild slide job on lap 2 last night, Brandon Thomas, who had a good run in the 51 truck last night before having some issues, and the 8 car of, that is, James Yusa. Five
yeah.
cars here battling it out here in Heat 3.
Yeah, 5-car battle here. Just setting our grid for the main event at this point. All these guys are going to make the show. And should be a good one. Jason Marshall had a good run last week at Gateway. Let's see what he can do on the dirt here at Eldora.
Green
Heat 3 is
flag.
underway. Oh, and he doesn't get away
Big moment
well.
for the 5. I don't know if he got through the gears or if he just spun the tires, but he's really, really slow. Budum looks really going to pull away here. Thomas is going to get around the 5. Thomas is going to move to the 2nd.
That 06 of Leif Hicks right there. Getting
44 car
right
on the wall.
in the middle.
Budum in the wall. Everybody got the wall right here.
Yeah, lots of cars in the wall.
Big
These guys are
contact.
struggling, and
there
Jason
goes
Marshall,
Marshall,
Leif
and then
Hicks,
Hicks
up and
up
over,
There will be a
tumbling
turn.
into turn number 3, and we're gonna bring out our second caution of the night, first of this heat race. Let's go grab a replay there. Leif Hicks goes tumbling into turn 3.
Hard hit for the 06. You got to think this is really a race that Leif had circled. Going to be an uphill battle starting in the back tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We know how he can really find his stride when it comes to this dirt racing, but Heat 3, sorry, is going to end with him on his lid. Let's have another look at it. As we see the contact, 44 gets in the wall, sends Jason Marshall in the 5 down, and just up and over he goes, tumbling into turn 3, and ends up on his lid right there. Not what
It's Christian
Leif
Visconti
Hicks
down here
wanted.
with a hot mic on pit road.
Well, what do you think of that flip there?
That shit was crazy.
It's wild.
I mean, wow.
I would
Did you
like
watch my heat race?
I would like to-
Quentin Haley from Winnebago, Indiana's here.
We got a full booth here.
I
Grab
would
some
like to
Yeah,
tables.
I can't
let
set up
know
here.
that Leif Hicks is a wannabe dirt racer in every
just,
sense of the word.
You just missed him tumbling going into turn 3.
I just got home, so Yeah.
Leif just flipped going into turn 3. Oh, we're
Yeah.
back in
We've
the
had
booth
quite
here,
the
Jay.
show to this point.
yeah. Anyways,
Elbow to
this
elbow
sucks.
We're going to be coming to the green flag this time, drivers. We got Nicholas Budimlik in first. We got Brandon Thomas in second, Jason Marshall in third, and James USA in fourth.
And
Pace truck's going to
interesting.
pull off. We're going to get ready to go green here. The green flag is not out.
Go.
Never mind.
And wave that one off. Not sure what they didn't like there. But
You're kidding.
gonna give it one more time around here. Leif Hicks coming off of pit road. I guess he'll come back out on track. Of course, caution
You
laps
know-
not counting.
We're approaching almost a decade since the infamous Norm Benning Truck Series heat finish. You got to think some of these guys in the field watched some film before this race. Probably Brandon Thomas.
We talked about it last week, Jay. Had that run was in 5th there late in the race.
I just wanted to say the one tough customer award of this heat is going to Leith Hicks.
Green flag.
Barrel rolls, hits the fence, and doesn't even lose a lap. He's back in it.
Yeah, the caution lap's not counting. Coming into his favor there, he was able to reset, get back out on track. It's Budum gonna lead them back to the green and off of turn 2 here. Getting in the wall some more though, and he can't get off the wall right now.
The only problem is I don't know if this field is really competitive enough to stay by or to get to him and pass him as Hicks again sliding into the wall slide down the racetrack.
Leith Hicks
Marshall's
getting
gonna
wild with it.
make
We
a
got
move at
contact for
Thomas here
second.
again, contact. Jason Marshall and Brandon Thomas, 2 one-time NASCAR veterans, they're battling out as Marshall gets around the 44 in a second.
Gotta think Jason Marshall not happy with how this heat race kicked off, but he can control how it ends if he can get right back up there to that lead.
Really sending it in the 3 up and into the wall.
Budum
67's going to be hard to
leading.
pass here, Jay.
He kind of got that good gap off the restart. Nobody quite could compete with him except for Jason Marshall. But it looks like
Big
Marshall.
slide from the 67. Can Marshall capitalize?
Yeah, it looks like Marshall trying to reel him in here as we reach 4 to go, and that 67 keeps pounding.
I don't know if that suspension's going to hold up on that 67. Marshall into the wall. He's looking crab walky here.
A little surprising how well these cars are holding up. We're so used to these things getting wheel damage pretty quick, but these guys have mashed the wall and doesn't seem to have too much of an impact so far.
Gotta hand it to the Zaskar engineering department here. Really having a durable race car.
Made these things tanks.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
heard Little Rock is a tough area. I know they got a lot of men and women down there working hard on these race
Here's the
cars.
caution for.
Oh,
We're gonna have a
caution
yellow
back
two
out.
to go.
Fun out.
Wow.
Really.
Gotta assume Leith Hicks part of it as he's back on pit road here.
Not a good heat race for the 06.
We'll
Yeah.
back it up, grab a replay here, and see what happened.
Battling here with Brandon Thomas. Gonna get to him. Off of 2.
Leith Hicks getting in the wall some more. Gets it again, and oh, round he goes. Impact with the inside wall as well. Heavy damage to that 06 car. And I think he's waving the white flag on this heat race as he brings it down pit road once again. We saw him on his roof, and now we've seen him barreling, spinning down on the inside. So we get ready to go back racing here. Pace truck lights are still on, so we'll be at least another lap until we go back to green flag racing. 6 and 7 of Budum has led every lap of this heat race after the contact on the opening lap. See if he can get it done here. Jason Marshall has been hard charging, and now that he's right there on the back bumper on the restart, we'll see if he has anything for that 6 and 7.
It'll be a barn burner here at the end of E3. Pace truck in.
Green flag.
Here, back 3. Budum with a good jump here. Leading him off into 1. Thomas all the way down to the bottom of the track trying to get around Jason Marshall. No luck
Yeah,
there. Here
oops.
comes the 5.
Gonna lose a lot of momentum there. He's got that transfer spot. It's gonna really be a battle of him. Oh!
Budum really sideways there. White flag.
White flag in the air, Boomlick in the lead, tagging the
Over the
wall
wall.
again.
Marshall's in slider range. Does he make the move? Nope, gonna tuck in behind him. Really sit it in though. Gonna get to his.
Oh, he gets there. They make contact. It won't be
Take a
enough.
look at what he did!
And you gotta think, we were talking about watching film, and Budum must have been watching Martinsville 2022, because that looked very reminiscent of Ross Chastain and his video game move. He gets the heat win, and he'll start third on the grid.
As we head to the not so last chance qualifier, consolation race here. Remember, the top 3 advance from the heats into the main. No one's going home tonight, but we will rack them up here for a consolation race.
I've enjoyed it up here in the booth with you guys. I'm getting word that Chase Gibbons' team is lending me their car for this LCQ.
Yep.
I will be right back.
Wrapped him up.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what you really want to see. You know, teams helping teams out here. We're all a big family at the racetrack, and a couple teams helping each other out there. RJ Starcevich in the 17 to borrow that Chase Gibbons machine, and he'll get back out there in that de facto backup car.
15 laps here as Christian Visconti ready and eager to go. 15 laps here in our LCQ. Everybody makes the race. Going to be about a 16-car field. 11 cars. 10 to 11 cars-ish on track here for the LCQ.
And
Blake
contact on the
Kennedy,
pace lap there.
Christian
Blake Kennedy and
Visconti.
Christian Visconti, 2 guys. They get along real well. Gotta think they're joking around out there. Just having a good time, and that's really what it's all about. We're getting the 1 to green
Gordon
this time
Madron,
by.
Ron Starcevic, Connor Zola, Laith Hicks, AJ Hyder, Mason Stoffner, and is that James Yusa in the back? It should be. Yes, it is James Yusa in the 8 car. Pace truck's gonna be in this time, and we're gonna go LCQ racing here under the lights in Eldora.
Lights have come on, and track is getting a little more worn out. We'll see what these guys have here. See if that bottom lane comes in at all, or if they're still ripping the fence. It's green flag on wave, and Blake Kennedy leads him off.
green.
He doesn't get away well at
rough
all.
start from the
Visconti.
75. Visconti through to the lead.
Yeah. Laith Hicks cutting someone off there. It looked a little tight. Kennedy in the wall. Just about 3 wide. Off at turn 2, and oh, more contact.
Oh, into the wall. That's Madron that shoves the 75 into the fence. Laith Hicks gonna slide into second here. Past them both, sets his sights on the 80. As Madron again with the slider. Hyder in the 24 all the way to the bottom trying to make
Oh,
ground.
contact.
He's gonna slide
Hyder.
up.
Gonna
Contact,
spin
Hyder.
around. Almost flips right over.
You will have a caution.
Caution gonna
caution,
come out.
caution.
That was Jordan Madron and AJ Hyder getting together there.
Yeah, reminiscent of Laith's wreck just moments ago. Looks like it was pretty much mirrored it, except that 24 didn't go over. Lucky for Hyder. Don't think he has too much damage here, but gonna have to drive back through the field.
We'll watch this thing here as we see Madron getting sent around and Hyder just about flipping over. More contact,
Pancaked,
and
but
the
he should
27
be fine.
barreling right
Zola
in. That's
sliding in.
Yeah, the Connor Zola wasn't able to check up for that wreck, and it's always difficult on these dirt tracks and these cars. The brakes aren't gonna work as good as you want them to, and you're often along for the ride with whatever line you're taking at that point.
Tough break for Hyder, but we know that 24 car is still going to be fast no matter how much damage he has. James Yusa looks like he's pulled at the pit road.
Christian Visconti gonna take control of the lead here. Once
Green flag.
again, it's a little bit
Problems
contact.
Hicks and Kennedy make contact here. Not a good
Hicks
start.
getting real sideways, and Kennedy right up against that wall.
Yeah, Kennedy got way up the track, up and into the wall.
Kennedy in the
Now
wall
under
again.
attack,
Hyder not wasting any time. He's up to third.
There comes our power on Starcevic. Getting around Kennedy. Big slider from Zola. Kennedy
Starcevich
continues
with a
to
good
fall
run
back.
there. He's getting up to fourth now, right behind Hyder. Took advantage of the opportunity.
I don't know if you can hear that, Jay, but that's the roar of Little Rock, Arkansas. Cheering on that 17 cars. We got a battle for the lead here. Laith Hicks trying to get around to Visconti. Really sideways in the center of the corner. Going to go all the way down to the bottom of the track.
These are two guys that have had a little frustration with each other in recent weeks. Just can't seem to get out of each other's way from time to time. Leif Hicks, known to be quite a bit of an aggressive driver. He's driving up that inside, and it looks like he might take the lead outright from the inside.
Yeah, Visco got up into the wall. Leif really working that bottom. Really going to have to try and slide up in front of the 80 here. He's going to clear him off before.
He didn't even have to slide up. He's making great time in that middle lane right now.
Lap traffic in front of these dudes. Use it, Stoffner.
And
Stoffner.
oh wow,
Oh,
right in front of the leaders. What is
Wide
going
out
on there?
Not a good look for Mason Stoffner, as Hyder is going to now be all over the 80. He's gonna get in second.
AJ Hyder, Christian Visconti. Hyder without a front bumper cover.
Caution's out.
And caution gonna come back.
Make
another
sure you're
yellow.
getting yourself something to drink there, buddy.
So we got a car around.
Gotta think it's the 20 Mason Stoffner.
Yeah. Just having a rough go of things, hitting the wall once again.
Running into the inside wall. Like he may be putting
And
it on
pulling
the truck.
off the track there. We'll bring up the replay. See what happened. He was going a lap down at the time. So they come around, turn number
Going
2.
to
Starcevic
in
right
front of
behind
our-
him. And gets in the back of him.
right in
but
the back of it.
you gotta think that
Oh,
20
right up
looked
into
awfully
Yusa.
slow. He might have been off the pace and nowhere to go for that 17. Just a tough position for everyone involved.
Rough break for Stoffner, but he will be in the advancing into the main event here shortly. About halfway through this LCQ event, Missouri's own Leif Hicks in the lead. He's going to have to hold off Christian Visconti and AJ Hyder here to get this win.
We'll bring it right back.
Pace struck in, lights are off. Hicks in the lead. He's going to gas it up, and we are back green here at Eldora.
Gets a nice start there. That's one of the better starts we've seen tonight. And he's really liking that middle lane right now. Is Hyder going to make a move up on the top?
You got to think that 24 car's driving mad after having lost the race last night. Let all those laps came up just short losing to Patterson. You got to think Hyder's got revenge on his mind here. As starts mix all over the back over Visconti.
Yeah, a lot of excitement here is Hyder. Clearly found a groove. No front bumper cover. Got crashed earlier in this heat race. He's going for the lead. Caution comes out before he can get there.
Really?
It is James Yusa.
Yeah, it would appear so. Bring up a replay, find what happened here for you. A lot of these cautions coming from behind the play and tough to spot during the live action. That 8 car gonna get off into turn 1 and it looks like he just rotates way too much, slows down, and Kennedy nowhere to go. That's 75.
75 finished him off, but that 8 car was already sideways going to 1.
Yeah, he had lost control at that point, and honestly, it looked like the 75 just finished him off, putting out his misery there.
We'll rack him up again. Hicks now has AJ Hyder behind him to hold off for 6 laps.
Yeah, this should be quite the show to the end here with going to be 5 to go when we take the green flag. Leif Hicks has been a bit of a surprise. We saw him on his lid and wrecked in his heat race, but now here he is leading the last chance qualifier. AJ Hyder wrecked in this race. He's looking for an opportunity to steal one.
Green, green, green.
Good start from Hicks. Really caught him sleeping. He's going to slide him off into 1. But usually the bottom of the racetrack is going to have to move the top because the 24's been the quickest. Slides up in front of him. I think Hicks is wanting Hyder to take the bottom. There he goes, 24 down to the bottom of the track.
He's going to drive
Takes
it
up into
all the way
wall,
up the track.
Slide job. Can he stick it? Crossover from Hicks.
There's not enough gas in that thing to get ahead off the corner. Falls
I
in
think that
behind.
bumper damage might be affecting Hyder too. So they get side by side into 1, into 3. Another big slide from AJ.
This time he'll get to keep it as he slides up in front of Leif Hicks, and he'll lead that lap with 3 to go.
Hicks now going to try the slider with the switchback. Not going to clear. Hyder keeps it in the gas on the outside. side by side off of 2 as they head down to the back. Visconti into the wall for 3rd.
Oh, very sideways though. Leif Hicks back in the picture.
Both cars sideways up and into the wall. 2 laps to go here. Hyder, Hicks. Hyder lead him off into 1. Big slide from Hicks. Oh, he gets really sideways.
Leif Hicks losing some ground now. Hyder starting to pull away. We know how good he is. He ran incredible last night in the truck series, and it looked like he might not be able to match that in these things, but he'll take the white flag in the last chance qualifier with the goal of winning it. He's in the wall though.
Big moment from Hyder. He may have broke the suspension here. Last chance for Leith. What's he do? Really slides it in. Last chance here. Can he get to the back over the 24? No, he won't. AJ Hyder will win the LCQ.
Yeah, Leif Hicks looks like he just got beat on speed right there. Hyder didn't look like he had the car, but he sure had the talent. He put it right up on that cushion and drove right around the 06, who had more or less dominated after he had passed the 80 of Christian Visconti. And with that, that'll take us to the main event of the evening. The fireworks are going to go off as we get fired up for the main event here at Eldora. Let's have a look at our grid for tonight's race. Starting first will be the 22 of Chris Downey. Gotta be happy with that. And I apologize, that's not the correct grid. That's based off qualifying. You hear the fireworks going off. Our correct grid, not based off of qualifying, but based off the heat races. Ethan Harrison will lead them to the green flag. Luke Mahone will start second. Nick Budemlick will start third. Chris Downey fourth. Ryan Barone will start fifth. Jason Marshall sixth. Seventh is Brad Sawinski. Eighth will be Nick Martinez. Ninth will be Brandon Thomas. Rounding our top 10 will be AJ Hyder, the winner of the last chance qualifier, as we just saw. Behind him will be Leif Hicks, and then 12th is RJ Starcevic. 13th is Blake Kennedy. 14th, Connor Zola. 15th, Christian Visconti. 16th, Jordan Madron, and rounding our field in 17th will be James Usa in the 18.
Jay, let's dial up our inter-race reporter here, driver of that 28 car. Brad, it's the voice of GGR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Brad, we saw wild races in the heat race. How do you think this is gonna roll over here to the main event?
I certainly don't think a lot of people are going to be as aggressive as what we saw in those heat races. I think everyone was just trying to get a feel of the car, see what it can do. I think we'll see a little bit more calm in this race, but we're still going to have a bunch of aggressive people. Certainly going to be fun out here. I know you guys are going to have fun watching us get sideways, and hopefully I can finish this thing in one piece.
All right, Brad, best of luck to you, buddy. We'll dial you back up here later in the race. Let's keep that 28 car clean.
Thank you.
We
All right,
get ready
Jay.
to take the green flag here. Should be a good one tonight here at the Eldora Speedway.
Base truck is gonna duck
Green
in.
flag.
And
Ethan Harrison, Luke Mahone. We are green in Eldora.
fireworks going off like crazy here as they're fanning out off into turn one. And up the high side, Luke Mahone gonna steal the lead, and we're gonna have spinners out back. No caution yet,
Caution's out.
and caution will come
One
out.
thing for sure, everybody on the racetrack will be pissed off
Fireworks
at somebody
still
else
going
on the
off,
racetrack
and
before the
fireworks
race
on
is
the
over with.
racetrack on that first lap, second turn, as we get cars spinning around sideways.
Yeah, tough break, especially for our in-race reporter. Yeah, it looks Brad, Ryan Barone, just real accordion effect.
Yeah, of course, the guy we were just talking to right before we kicked this whole thing off, getting involved there, and gotta be frustrating to start the race off like that. Long ways to go yet, though. He's that 28 car. So he gets off into turn one quite well, and then catches the 46 of
Like
Ryan
Barone checked
Barone.
up. Barone checked up not to run over the 5 of Marshall, and Brad just didn't have enough time to get off of it.
Yeah, just a couple of guys running out of space out there on the racetrack, and it's tough. They get fanned out like that, and you never really quite know what's going on to the right or the left. You can only drive what you see out your windshield.
Well, let's rack him up. Do it again as we get ready
Green flag.
to go back green. Single file restart. We are back green. Luke Mahone now leads a single file
Oh,
line.
Harrison
going
ready to
off
get turned. And Harrison spun around some more. Caution not out yet.
Caution, caution. Quickly tell me what you got.
And a big pile up in 1 and 2 here. It all started
Up in
with Ethan Harrison getting sent around by, it looked like, Chris Downey.
Kennedy with damage. Hicks with damage. Looks like the 77 of Harrison might be all right, but it's...
Yeah, 77 looks like he got away the best out of everyone involved there. Let's have a look back at what happened, where this all began, and what happened after.
It was a good restart from the 34. Luke Mahone really checked him up, checked everybody up, got away good, and the 67 of Nicholas Budimlik, just sent it in on Harrison, got up into him.
And then,
Right
yeah,
down
after
into
that,
Marshall,
everybody,
Hyder, Hicks,
nowhere to go,
Madron.
piling in, and more guys just trying to navigate their way through the carnage. We got bumper covers and all kinds of sheet metal laying all over the track there in 1 and 2.
Well, Jay, you could take what Brad said about drivers not being aggressive and throw that out the window.
Green
We've
flag.
seen
Green.
2 yellows already as we're already back green.
Short cautions tonight. We try to pick up our leader out here. It's 34 of Luke Mahone. 22 of Chris Downey following in tow here. And we complete
Gonna
one
get
lap
off the way,
under
trying to
green.
hold off Downey. Got a lap car there on the bottom of the racetrack. He's gonna pull off. Can't really see who that is. As Mahone gets away clean, here comes Downey trying to run it back down. Mahone got about a half a second lead. Just really put that 34 car out in front. So slide off into
These guys fanning out a bit. Budimlik ran 3rd in that 67 machine. Tagging the wall a little bit there, but no harm, no
really
foul.
putting that thing on the wall.
17 of Starcevic. He's in that last chance qualifier, but he's up to 4th right now after the early carnage. And looking at 3rd is Budimlik in the wall.
Ron, he almost ran over the 67. The 17's gonna jump.
Oh, they make
Jump
contact
low,
and
put him
hard
on
in
the
the
wall.
wall. Loses that right front fender, gets it back. Not sure what happened there, but
Literally put him in the wall. No yellow. They keep it straight. But an aggressive move from Starcevic looking to 3rd.
takes that 3rd spot away as we look further back in the field. Christian Visconti running his way through the pack. He's straight towards the back of it. Now he's up to 6th. Looking for
That hard
5th and
charger
digging.
award.
He's going to take it away from Jason Marshall on the inside.
Given that hard charger award of the run for its money as Ethan Harrison's trying to rebound. He's behind Marshall trying to get back up here. Hyder and Thomas make contact.
Well, these guys trying to fight their way back through the field after their early incidents. Not much damage to
Thomas
them.
into
but-
the wall. Gets back around Hyder. We know the history between Brandon Thomas and AJ Hyder here at Eldora on GGR TV. As Barone also trying to rebound and get back up to the field. He's going to look underneath Thomas.
Looks like they're starting to single file out and start to get into a bit of a rhythm here. These guys are all over the racetrack trying to find some grip, find some speed.
As Budimlik's trying to make a run at Downey. It's Blake Kennedy going a lap down. Heavy damage to the front end of that 75 car. Nicholas Martinez in the 3 also going a lap down. As Budimlik's going to get around Starcevic, the 17 got up into the wall.
Visconti way sideways. Those guys bounce off the wall and stay ahead.
Yeah, that's 17.
And
Like
oh, round goes
Oh,
to
he's gonna turn
17
down.
off the nose of Visconti there. No caution yet. The 77 of Harrison gets around. Looks like we might stay green.
Tough break for Starcevic.
Yeah, it looked like,
Yes, Harrison's
Harrison
really sideways.
fighting, and he
Backed
hangs
up
on to it, but
everybody.
loses the position. This is where you
I
want to
know.
keep your cameras focused right now. Is cars in the wall, all of them look like. Hyder, Visconti, and Marshall all tag the wall.
Big battle for 4th. as Budemak's trying to get away, but I think that 67 might have suspension damage too, as here comes Ethan Harrison. Hyder up into the wall, Marshall into the wall.
We got 5 guys under a blanket here.
Oh, Harrison to the back bumper. Visconti may have made contact here as the 80 looks to get around the 67.
Budem back up in the fence there. He can't keep it off the wall. And he's going to lose a couple spots because of it.
3 wide for third.
Caution back out on the racetrack.
And quickly tell me what you think you had there.
Oh, it's Luke Mahone, the leader.
What has happened here? Luke Mahone involved. Heavy damage for the 77. Our race leader with heavy damage as well. Sheet metal all over turn 4. We'll have to go back and take a look at what happened here.
It's find Luke Mahone about maybe a second up on Chris Downey. Flies down the backstretch here, going into 3.
Just loses it all on his own.
Out, loses it, hits the wall. Downey runs
piles
right
in,
underneath him.
and he's backwards on the track.
34 back in the middle of the track.
Really trying to get out of the way.
Out of the way.
Just
right
unfortunate.
Tough break for Ethan and Luke Mahone.
Such an unfortunate incident there. Mahone trying to get off the racetrack, thinking there might not be a caution for that little incident. And, yeah, unfortunately, Harrison ran right into him. At the end of that, he'll bring it down pit road here.
Damage for both the 34 and the 77.
17 Starcevic on pit road. Pace track lights are out. We got lap traffic restarting on the inside.
Running up inside, it's Nicholas Martinez in the 3. He's 3 laps down. Chris Downey in the 22 will inherit the race lead. Christian Visconti second. Looks like Ethan Harrison's going to stay on track with no front bumper in that 77 for third. AJ Hyder fourth. Jason Marshall fifth as we get back. Green. Downey leads him off. Didn't get a good start. Here comes Visconti trying to get away from the lap car and make a run at Downey. A little bit of contact there.
Here they come off turn 2 and bouncing off the wall some more. Downey to maintain that lead and challenge from the inside. That's AJ Hyder in that blue and black 24.
Big run for Hyder. Hyder's really been hooking that bottom well as he makes another big slide job at Downey. Downey really using the wall well. Gonna hold him off. Martinez not giving these leaders any room and any
Downey in the fence. Hyder gonna take the lead away off of turn number 4.
Power move by Hyder. Slides up in front of him. Now Downey gonna have to be on the attack. AJ Hyder down the
Caution.
And we have another yellow.
Another caution.
Real quick.
James Yusa and Ryan Barone. Blake Kennedy as well.
Some more damage for these guys. Seems like they can't keep it out of the cautions tonight. We bring it back here and have a look at what happened to that 18 machine of James Yusa.
James Yusa in the Budweiser 8 car.
Oh, crash happened further up,
in
actually.
front of him. Ryan Barone, Brad Sawinski. Barone almost goes up and over.
Barone does
going to go up and over.
Gonna land back on his wheels there.
I'm laying back on the wheels. Yusa to pit road. Kennedy in the 75 to pit road. A lot of cars with damage here. Luke Mahone's going to get his lap back. He's going to be the left jog here. Caution lights remain on. Let's dial up our in-race reporter, Brad Sawinski. Brad, what happened on that last yellow there?
Man, I was just trying to rip the top there, and I just saw a bunch of them spinning in front of me. I slammed the brakes. Luckily, I think I just got a little nick right there. So I think, I tell you, these cars have been so loose, and I tell you, as the race kind of continues on, with the dirt kind of just sliding up, it's so slick in the top there, and you can just see so many people starting to just, if you slide it, you're just gonna almost spin. So I think it's only gonna get worse from here. There's so many laps to go. It's gonna I think we're going to continue seeing these spins.
All right, buddy. We will let you get back to the team, get back ready for this restart. As AJ Hyder leads Christian Visconti, Jason Marshall, Leith Hicks, Brandon Thomas sits P5. Hyder gets away good here on this restart, going off into one. Visconti all over his back bumper, a big slide. Martinez on the inside. That's the lap car, is several laps down, trying to race his way back onto the lead lap as Hyder gets off into 3 and 4. Big slide, Visconti up into the wall, Marshall into the wall behind him. No nose on that 5 car as the 6 now gets underneath Marshall, but AJ Hyder. Oh, contact! Martinez! Spins up in front of Visconti. That's going to be a humongous pileup into 1. Budimlik, Marshall, Visconti with damage.
Yeah, as we have a look here, we'll go to replay and have a look at what happened. Apologize for the technical difficulties there for a minute. So we go to replay, we'll have a look at what happened. As Visconti gets into Martinez, and guys start piling in, trying to find a way around, and he starts spinning left and right there.
Tough break for Visconti. It's a lap car. It's 3 laps down. Kind of really screwing your race up. Man, Jay, this got me worked up. That's a Leith Hicks second, Brandon Thomas P3, Brad Sawinski P4, Luke Mahoney, who is just sitting in the middle of the track backwards, is P5. This race is really turned upside down as Ryan Barone has jumped into the booth with us here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we put on a good show during the second heat, but our day ends early as I get run over by the 06.
Yeah.
Hate to see that, Ryan. How you feeling after that flip there? Everything?
Oh,
intact?
everything hurts. The blood is all in my head. My legs are whiter than normal. But other than that, we're good.
It is the middle of May, brother. Got to get that tan going if you want to grab a seat and join us here in the booth as we get ready.
Oh, yeah.
To restart. AJ Hyder, Leith Hicks, Brandon Thomas. The scariest sentence I've ever said in my life as we get ready to go back green.
AJ Hyder gets away well once again, and he'll run up to the top side. Leith Hicks aggressive on the bottom though.
Really sit Thomas down to the inside. I don't know if he was going down there regardless or if he was trying to block the 44. Thomas really had to get off the gas there not to run over Hicks. As Thomas gets off, other falls wide in the back. Ethan Anderson with a big slider.
Yeah, you can really tell from up here in the booth. I can tell from in the car, but Hyder just
one around. That's
he yaws it out way more.
It's Brad Sawinski
of the 80. No, Brad Sawinski. My apologies.
Oh, Brad keeps it. Oh, loops it back around, keeps it straight, and there goes Budimlik.
Yeah, the 24 just yaws it out more than any other car in the field, and he just gets a really good run off.
2 single car spins, keeps it green. Tough break for Budimlik and for Sawinski. As we got a battle for the lead, Jay.
Trying to find our cars on track here. Leith Hicks finally getting back up front. We saw he had quite a bit of speed, but a little bit reckless as well. If he can find that balance, he could be in contention.
Going to have a lot of lap traffic. Kennedy, Sawinski, the 5 of Marshall also in front of him. The 46 of Barone's going to get back on the track.
AJ Hyder managing well here. He's going to have to work through a couple lap cars, but if he gets past them, he's got a clean track ahead of him for a little while.
All over the back bumper is our in-race reporter, Brad Sawinski. Sawinski trying to get back around. Marshall trying to stay on this lead lap. Oh, Hyder up into Sawinski. Dorsen puts the 28 up the track. Then Leith Hicks capitalized. Hicks is really going to wash up the track, up into the wall as well. Not going to be able to run it back down. Hyder really kind of extending his lead to a second here. Hicks may have had a better 1 and 2. Going to take a 10th off. Hyder with the drive off into 3 and 4. Oh, Switsky really sideways in front of Hicks. Harrison back up into third. Action all around this racetrack.
Yeah, there's so much going on out here. Guys are sideways any way you slice it. Hicks seems to caution back out.
How you doing in there, kid?
Don't see where the
Potentially boot him right.
is.
We'll pull
Yeah,
up a replay
67's
here and have a look.
67's got really bad damage. Hard to really say where that caution came from, Jay.
Yeah, for sure. We're having a tough time finding it with our cameras right now.
So we just mark it up to debris on the racetrack and car looks like a slow there on the inside.
Yeah, that's what we're
Maybe.
seeing. That might have been it. But we've
Hard to say.
seen single car spins not result in cautions tonight, so interesting that that one did. That looked like Mahone, I believe,
Yeah, it's
down there.
yeah, engine damage. The 34's engine finally went for Luke Mahone. Tough break for him. As the lights are going to be out here on the Chevrolet Pace truck, because we're going to get back green. AJ Hyder going to lead Lath Hicks here from the
Green
chopper
flag.
cam. We are back green. Hyder
Cameras.
off into one. Hicks all over his back bumpers. Visconti makes a run at Harrison, pushes the 77 up into the wall. Here comes Visconti.
Battle for the lead heating up as well as late kicks right on that back bumper of AJ Hyder. Does he have something for him tonight?
Lath Hicks likes to say he's a dirt specialist, talks about it pretty much as he breathes. Really going to try to put that 06 car in victory lane, but he's all over the place here as AJ Hyder pulls away.
Yeah, lost a lot of ground right there. The 80 of Visconti tagging the wall, and these two rivals right here, Harrison and Visconti, once again finding each other on the racetrack in the GGR Legends Series.
It's going to be really the battle for the championship for the rest of the season, Jay, as Visconti. A lot cleaner race car than the 7700 that's having issues as Harrison really sideways up, down to the track. Budablick up into the wall.
Do we stay green there?
We do. Looks like everybody gets away scot-free. Tough break for Budablick as that 67 car is junk.
AJ Hyder maintaining his lead out here. And, starting to grow it now. See,
Hyder's really took the field to Gapplebees, as they say. He's up to a second and a half.
he'll get more and more
For
spread
the
out.
06 of Hicks.
8 cars on the lead lap, and that 8th car on the lead lap is Budimlick, who we just saw get spun around by the 77 of Ethan Harrison.
Yeah, a lot of cars with damage, a lot of cars off the track, a lot of cars that's really pulled it off the track into the garage. And Ethan Harrison there in the 77 trying to get back around. That's the 46 of Ryan Barone, who joined us here in the booth momentarily. Barone 12 laps down, sitting currently P12. He will pass Luke Mahone, who did just lose his engine laps ago.
Chris Downey starting to make inroads on the 77 of Harrison here. He's had an up and down night so far, and looks like he could salvage a pretty good finish out of it, all things considered.
Yeah, that thing's got damage on it, but I think it's clear to say either him or Hyder has the car with the least amount of damage tonight. It's been a Timo derby here on the dirt.
Visconti running third right now behind Lath Hicks, trying to make up some ground, but surprisingly actually hasn't closed in very much.
We talked about Christian Visconti putting on a charge. That 80 car started 15th tonight. He's just hit third trying to run down Lee Hicks to get up into second.
Yeah, and look at that 77-22 of Chris Downey getting to the inside there, but not quite enough to... Oh! It sounded like someone's engine let go or something there. Maybe just wall contact, no caution or nothing. Harrison still leading ahead of the 5th place car of Chris Downey.
Yes, this is the battle for fourth, as that's a slow car of Brandon Thomas in 44. He's going to go a lap down.
And lap traffic giving these guys a challenge. That's Blake Kennedy's getting split by these two guys in the battle for 4th.
Hey, Chris Downey once again trying to make a big slider here on Ethan Harrison. Oh, he's really going to drive it in here, having a hard time at 77. Really hooks the top well. See if Downey can really get the drive off the corner. Not going to be able to pass him here.
Oh, maybe not, but Downey going to get down the inside, gets to the run off the corner and clears him, in fact.
Big move by Downey.
Downey moves up ahead, tagging the wall there, but maintaining that 4th position. It's Visconti and Hicks, those two are going to be battling for 2nd place here.
Yeah, AJ Hyder's pulled up to a big lead here. This field's really going to need a yellow if they want to catch back up to the 24 car.
Yeah, we're down to 6 cars on the lead lap. Ended off by the 6th place car, the 28 Brad Salinski, our in-race quarter.
This field's dwindling down with a lot of cars having damage, a lot of cars wrecked out. It's tough to see.
AJ Hyder continuing to build on his lead over Lath Hicks.
Yeah, it's up to 2.5 seconds. That's when like what Barone was talking about, 24 cars really yelled that thing out to where he's so far in front.
Yeah,
he can drive away.
These guys have all gotten pretty spread out right now. The battle's on the lead lap. Go back to a lap down there, and even these guys are pretty spread out in their battles for the position. Oh, car up top there.
Brad Swinski scraped the wall there off of 4.
Looks like he'll be
He's
great.
got suspension damage. 4 Blake Kennedy, that's 75 car.
Continuing to try and make some inroads on the 06. It seems like he gains a little bit, loses a little bit. Trying to find that quick line.
Got it back into got it back in there. Better 3 and 4 than the 06. See how the gap is here. It's been a little under a second to about half a second, but Visconti really can't get up to the bumper of Hicks.
Yeah, really, truly, the only constant is that Hyder continues to push that lead out further. It's now up to 3 seconds over Blake Hicks in 2nd place.
I feel like a caution right now would be Hicks and Visconti's biggest wishes to rack this field back up to put them back at AJ Hyder, but we get to about 12 to go here.
Yeah, these two are the closest battle on track right now.
Hicks is really having a problem keeping that car on the wall. They both smacked the wall. Visconti's going to run a lower lane, really yaws that thing out to get to the bumper.
And yeah, Visconti starting to finally find a groove here, it seems like. He's making a little bit of ground on Lath Hicks, reeling him in.
Yeah, I would say anybody in this field that can run down Hyder is probably Visconti. That car's pretty much clean. I think that 80 car's been out of the most of the incidents tonight. And I feel like if anybody wants to run down this 24, it's probably the 80, but he has to make quick work of Lath Hicks here. 10 to go.
Unfortunately, like you say though, even the cars that have stayed out most of the incidents have still found their way into some of them. Because I don't think there's a clean car out on track right now.
Oh no, these things are going into junkers as soon as they get back to the race shop.
A lot of free sheet metal for some fans after this one.
Oh yeah, this Fanzo's going to be popping come next week of March.
Yeah, and
Both
if we're...
cars up in
Oh,
the
car round
wall.
in the
Car
back,
round,
that's
Ryan
Ryan Barone.
Like everyone's gonna avoid him.
Yeah, it looks like that won't bring out caution. Maybe?
Looks like everybody gets away scot-free. Looks like Barone's gonna
He's
get
still
it
parked
back
down there.
going. Maybe. It's the clutch. The car stalled.
Not sure what's going on with the 46 Barone here. Maybe just waiting for field to go by. And
Waiting for a...
yeah, it appears he was just trying to let guys get by before he started to maneuver that thing back, going
Yeah,
forward.
that suspension's... Looks like that suspension's broken for 46. This night might be maybe done.
AJ Hyder continues to dominate, but the eyes are all on the 06 and the 80.
Yeah,
Lath Hicks
Yeah,
and
80
Christian
that's
Visconti
closest
back
he's
and
been.
forth here now.
closest he's been in this battle. 80 up into the wall. Hicks really going to have to get the elbows out here if he wants to hold up Visconti. You know Visconti's going to be aggressive when it comes to passing the 6. As they both slide up into the wall. Swinski getting out of the way in the 28.
Let's keep our eyes on this battle as we get down to 5 laps to go here at Eldora.
Hicks and Visconti both smack the wall. Both of those right sides have to be pancaked in.
They're struggling for grip out there. Both these guys getting right
Yeah,
up
that
to the top of the racetrack, trying to
Yeah,
find
that
any
top of the
last
racetrack's
inch.
really slicked up. That top of the racetrack really has slicked up.
4 to go now. Visconti making some inroads.
Big move here. Lath's really going to have to protect.
Oh, contact,
Visconti up
tags
to
the left
bumper.
rear.
Contact.
That messed up Lath Hicks and Visconti. Gonna get a little to the inside off at 4.
To his door. Visconti's really going to drive
Puts
in.
him in the
Contact, they're
wall.
both in the wall. They bounce off of each other.
They're
Still
beating and
sliding.
banging off of turn 2. Continuing to
Still-
lean on each other.
Still going. Oh, Hicks right to the quarter panel. Visconti hard into the outside wall. 80's through into second.
Lath
He
Hicks
said he was going to be
falling
aggressive.
third.
Visconti got the elbows out, moved Lath Hicks out of the way, but it may be too little too late.
An exciting battle nonetheless as we come back around. And it's AJ Hyder going to take that white flag.
Took the lead, Jay, and never looked back.
Yeah, we
We're
thought...
going to talk about him a lot. We've talked about him a lot, AJ Hyder. Heartbreak last night's going to get revenge here. Off into 3, bounce that thing off the wall. AJ Hyder is going to win here in GGR at Eldora.
How about a night for him? It looked like he might be dethroned at Eldora this time out once again after, you know, dominating last night in the truck series. Couldn't get it done with a late race caution. But he redeems himself tonight, and it looked a little bleak at times. He had a lot of damage in heat races and LCQs, but he comes out and he's gonna do the best burnout you can on dirt. As the 24 of AJ Hyder gonna take it to victory lane.
I was going to say that thing probably looks like a dirt late model with how much sheet metal it's lost, but a big win for Hyder. Definitely driving with revenge, looking for revenge after last night's heartbreak. As the fireworks go off, as we've seen a lot of fireworks on track, as he's going to pull that 24 Uprise Motorsports machine into victory lane here in Eldora.
And that's one cool part about this racetrack. You can actually drive it to victory lane, and we're going to get the opportunity to see that. AJ Hyder aggressively
Oh, slides that thing into victory lane.
up the ramp, down the ramp. I'm going to bring it right back up and show off for the fans here who came out tonight. A great race here at Eldora. We're going to take it to commercial, and we'll be back with interviews of our top 3 finishers, including our winner at tonight's Eldora Speedway in the GGR Legend Series. AJ Hyder gets it done, leading tons of laps and pulling out the win.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that Impossible or bacon Whopper, any Whopper my way. You rule your season today at BK. Have it your way.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
We're back here at the Eldora Speedway, getting ready for our interviews here. We're going to bring in our winner, AJ Hyder, first. So he gets it done tonight. Chase, take it away.
All right, we're here in GGR TV Victory Lane. AJ, big win, redemption from last night, heartbreak last night here on GGR TV. Lost that truck race to Josh. How's it feel to come back and get the win here tonight?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's been like you said it after how yesterday went. It kind of fucking blew, but you know. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It was pretty much a typical GGR race. The setup kind of sucked. I didn't like it, but a win's a win, I guess.
Yeah, we saw a demolition derby here tonight in Eldora. Take us through what you had to do to avoid all the wrecks and all the carnage to get to the win.
Well, we didn't really miss a lot of wrecks. I got in like 2, I'm pretty sure, and we had a destroyed car. But pretty much like for the whole race, I was just trying to manage the engine temps because we were getting close to overheating, and I'm pretty sure a couple guys blew up because of that.
All right, AJ. Well, congrats on your win. Get ready for tomorrow night at Indy. We'll let you celebrate with the Uprise Motorsports team and head back to Jay, who has caught up with our second place finisher, Christian Visconti.
Yeah, we'll just get set up here. Is Christian Visconti in the booth? You got a copy?
Yeah, it's me, man. What's up?
Yeah, you had quite the run tonight, quite a lot of shenanigans. It seemed like you had to battle your way through a lot of incidents and some guys crossing your nose. Not really your fault, but how'd you manage the carnage and bring it home second tonight?
I'm just, the greatest to ever pick up a steering wheel. It's a burden being this good at fake race car video game racing. Just, blessed, born with the genes of a goddamn champion.
Yeah, and you had a real good run in the truck race last night before getting turned around late in the going. How does it feel to get redemption here tonight?
No, I could care less. I'm just happy to survive that race somehow.
Yeah, for sure. Before we let you go here, you have anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Nicholas Martinez for wrecking me as a lap car for some reason and then promptly leaving. And I want to thank Lathix for helping me get through turn 2. Or was it turn 3? I forget. One of the turns that one time and allowing me to get second so graciously. I'd be nowhere without him.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, and great race tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow night in the Cup Series race or next time you come out.
Yes, sir.
We'll send
All right,
it
Jay,
off to,
speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, Lath Hicks, I've caught up with the third place finisher here. Missouri's own Lath Hicks.
That's
Finishing
right.
third here on the dirt. Lath, good run tonight, buddy. A lot of speed. Really putting on a show, getting the elbows out, man. Just take us through tonight.
Well, it started off terribly. I didn't qualify. My heat race, I was rolled over. Then I got back on track and still didn't do well. Then ran in second in the consolation to Hyder. That seemed to be a common theme of the night. Then I almost ran second, but Visco doored me at 3 to go, something like that, into 2. And I had a meatball, so I was struggling with steering last 2 or 3 laps.
Well, buddy, as much as I hate to say it, I think you were my pick to win. Didn't get the checkered flag, but we did get the podium finish. Congrats. We'll let you get back to the race team, and me and Jay will call it a night here.
Yeah, have fun. Thanks for...
Yeah, an exciting race tonight. Quite a lot of shenanigans out there on the racetrack. It seemed like all kinds of stuff going on out there.
Well, we have been joined in the booth by league owner, point leader Ethan Harrison. Mr. Harrison, you got any closing remarks here before we end the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'm a little upset, but my race got ended pretty early. I felt like I was quick and could have got it done. But other than that, I still think it was a blast, and we should definitely return to a dirt track next year with these vehicles. Even though they might not have dirt tires, they certainly can put on a show.
Yeah, definitely one to watch. B&J had a whole lot of fun here. Had a couple guys in and out of the booth, but definitely one to watch. Can't wait to be back on the dirt here whenever we are here on GGR TV.
Yeah, holla.
Jay, we'll get through our finishing results and call it a night here.
Yeah, for sure. Let's have a rundown of our final race standings at the end of this thing. Finishing first, our winner, AJ Hyder in the 24, grabbing redemption after not being able to get it done last night in the Truck Series race. He's got to be happy with that win. Second will be Christian Visconti. Third, Lath Hicks. Fourth, Chris Downey, our pole winner. Fifth, Ethan Harrison, the guy who started first for the main event. And that rounds our lead lap finishers. Everyone on back laps or a lap or multiple laps down. Brad Swinski, our in-race reporter. We didn't hear much from him tonight. He had a bit of a struggle but came out quite alright. He finishes 6th. 7th, Jason Marshall. 8th, the 44, Brandon Thomas. 9th is Blake Kennedy. 10th, Ryan Barone. 11th, Nicholas Budemlick. 12th is Luke Mahone. He had a good run prior to his issues as well. 13th, Nicholas Martinez. 14th is James Usa. 15th, our other reporter, in-race reporter in the booth for a little bit. It's RJ Starcevic. 16th, Jordan Madron. 17th, Connor Zola. We didn't see much of him tonight. And after that, we have our guys who didn't even start the race tonight. That's Mason Hefner, Jamie Wright, and ironically, my booth partner, Chase Gibbons, rounding out our field in the 20th spot. It was a fun night out here, and, good race. Bit of shenanigans out here, but before you hop off, Chase, do you have any closing remarks?
It was wild. A lot of wrecks, a lot of action, a lot of tippers from what the sound of it through our driver's chat. And it's only going to get worse. Worse, you could say, better, some would say, as we get ready to head to Martinsville next week on the paperclip. So definitely a fun night. Eldora is definitely a track that really puts on a show, and we saw one tonight with AJ Hyder getting a big win.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely one to watch for sure for many different reasons, and lots of different guys, but our dominant car, the 24 of AJ Hyder, gets it done. That'll do it for us at GGR TV. On behalf of Ethan Harrison, our league owner, Chase Gibbons, and myself, Jay Mulder, glad to have you with us tonight, and hope to see you again. It was a fun night of racing, fun night of broadcasting, and hope to do it again. That'll do it. Hope you all have a great night.